Seneca's life was fascinating and marked by significant events and characteristics. His works focused on ethics, especially the Stoic ideas of how to live a good life. Lucius Annaeus Seneca was born around 4 BCE in Hispania, modern-day Spain. Seneca moved to Rome, where he studied rhetoric and philosophy, deeply influenced by Stoic philosophy. Seneca served as a prominent Roman statesman during the reigns of Emperor Claudius and Nero. He was Nero's advisor and tutor, positively influencing Nero's policies initially. As Nero's tyranny grew, Seneca's position became increasingly perilous, eventually leading to his forced retirement from politics. In 65 CE, Seneca was implicated in the Pisonian conspiracy against Nero. Nero ordered him to commit suicide. Seneca accepted his fate with composure, reportedly maintaining his philosophical dignity until the end. Seneca, a Stoic philosopher, offered many insights that can profoundly impact our lives. Here are 11 key points from his philosophy and how they can touch our lives. 1. The shortness of life. Key point. Life is not inherently short, but often wasted on trivial pursuit. Encourages us to prioritize meaningful activities and use our time wisely. 2. The value of time. Time is our most precious resource and should be guarded carefully. Prompts us to be mindful of how we spend our days and to focus on what truly matters. 3. Embracing adversity. Adversity is a part of life and provides opportunities for growth. Helps us develop resilience and see challenges as opportunities to strengthen our character. 4. Control over our reactions. We cannot control external events, but we can control our responses to them. Empowers us to maintain inner peace and stability regardless of circumstances. 5. Living in accordance with nature. Live in harmony with the natural order and accept the events of life as they come. Encourages acceptance and reduces unnecessary suffering from resisting reality. 6. The pursuit of virtue. Virtue is the highest good and should be the focus of our lives. Guides us to cultivate moral excellence and integrity in all our actions. 7. The importance of reflection. Regular self-reflection helps us understand our thoughts and actions. Promotes personal growth and self-awareness, leading to more deliberate living. 8. The transience of wealth and status. External possessions and social status are fleeting and do not define our worth. Shifts focus from material success to inner fulfillment and contentment. 9. The power of reason. Reason is our guiding principle and helps us navigate life wisely. Encourages rational thinking and decision-making, reducing emotional turmoil. 10. The practice of mindfulness. Be present in the moment and appreciate the here and now. Enhances our ability to find joy and peace in everyday experiences. 11. The interconnectedness of humanity. We are all part of a larger community and should act with kindness and compassion. Fosters empathy and a sense of shared humanity, promoting social harmony. Seneca's death is remembered as a moment consistent with his philosophical principles, characterized by calmness and dignity. Here are the details of Seneca's death. In 65 AD, the Pisonian conspiracy aimed to assassinate Emperor Nero. Seneca was accused of being involved in this plot. Nero had long been suspicious of Seneca. It is unclear whether Seneca was truly involved in the conspiracy, but Nero used it as a pretext to eliminate him. Nero ordered Seneca to commit suicide. Seneca received this command with composure. Seneca prepared to take his own life in the presence of his family and friends, maintaining the dignity and calm of a philosopher. Seneca first attempted to open the veins in his wrists. When the blood flow was insufficient, he also cut the veins in his legs. As his death was slow and painful, Seneca drank hemlock poison, similar to the method of Socrates. When this too was ineffective, he finally entered a warm bath to expedite his death through the heat and steam. This process was very painful and prolonged, but he remained calm throughout. Even in the face of death, Seneca adhered to his philosophical principles. He accepted death as a natural process and faced it without fear. Seneca's death serves as a final act that aligned with his teachings, demonstrating that his ethical principles and way of life were consistent until the end. Seneca's death highlights his commitment to Stoic virtues, showing his ability to face adversity with courage and tranquility. This adherence to his principles, even in his final moments, continues to inspire and illustrate the profound impact of living a life guided by philosophy. Indeed, Nero's decision to force Seneca to commit suicide was a tragic loss, both for Nero Claudius Caesar Augustus Germanicus. He ruled as the Roman from 54 AD to 68 AD, himself, and for the Roman Empire. Here are some key points that illustrate this perspective. Seneca was not only a philosopher but also a statesman and writer of significant repute. His deep understanding of Stoic philosophy provided a solid foundation for ethical and wise governance. Having served under Emperor Claudius and being an advisor to Nero, Seneca had substantial political acumen and experience that could have greatly benefited Nero's rule. During the early years of Nero's reign, when Seneca and the prefect Burrus held significant influence, the administration was marked by relative stability and competence. Great leaders recognize the value of surrounding themselves with wise and experienced counselors and are open to their advice, even when it is difficult to hear. With Seneca gone, Nero lacked a strong ethical advisor, leading to increased tyranny and moral decline in his rule. The removal of Seneca contributed to a loss of stability and increased political turmoil within the empire. Nero's inability to value and retain wise counsel demonstrated his short-sightedness and susceptibility to flattery and paranoia. Effective leadership often relies on diverse perspectives and critical feedback, which Nero lost with Seneca's death. Nero's insecurity and fear of losing power led him to eliminate those he perceived as threats, even if they were valuable allies. By surrounding himself with sycophants instead of honest advisors, Nero isolated himself from reality and sound advice. Leaders today can learn from Nero's mistake by valuing and listening to knowledgeable and principled advisors. Diverse and honest counsel contributes to more balanced and effective decision-making. Nero's reign illustrates the dangers of absolute power without checks and balances, leading to tyranny and eventual downfall. Ethical leadership, grounded in principles and wisdom, is crucial for the prosperity and stability of any administration. Short-term decisions driven by fear and paranoia can undermine long-term stability and success. Leaders must prioritize strategic thinking and the long-term impact of their decisions. Nero's failure to appreciate and retain Seneca as an advisor ultimately contributed to his downfall and serves as a poignant reminder of the importance of wise and ethical leadership. In a contemporary context, these lessons are still highly relevant. Modern leaders, whether in business, politics, or other fields, should actively seek and value diverse perspectives. This diversity can lead to more innovative solutions and prevent groupthink. Leaders should cultivate a mindset of continuous learning and self-improvement. This includes being open to feedback and willing to make necessary changes. Integrity and ethical behavior should be the foundation of any leadership role. These builds trust and respect among followers and stakeholders. Leaders should be adaptable and open to change, recognizing that flexibility and responsiveness are crucial in a rapidly changing world. By reflecting on the historical example of Nero and Seneca, we can appreciate the timeless wisdom of listening to wise counsel and the perils of arrogance and closed-mindedness. These lessons can guide us in fostering better leadership practices and making more informed, ethical decisions. Who am I?